Welcome everyone. This is D&D. This is session 13 of All Gas No Break versus the Mad Mage. In our previous session, our group of adventurers make their way through level 1, completing the almost 100% it. There's like one room they didn't sneak away off to, and I
God,
mean,
don't talk
there's
about
there's nothing super special there. I'm not.
it.
I hate to
I
spoil
noticed it
it.
later. Yeah, I noticed it later.
If you want to go and kill those two grills, you can. I mean, okay, 1 second, let me close the door. But they make their way through, finding Haleth and finding out that he died somehow, and he's looking for the other members of the fine, some shitty name, the fine fellows of Daggerforth. I think that's what their name is.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
It is now.
Yeah. As the group makes their way to the final section of level 1, they run into a screamer, which you never really killed. It screamed the entire time, but I wasn't going to scream in real life for the entire thing. Running into a some two-headed Ettins that were fighting each other, well, fighting you and fighting you. Yeah, they were kind of fighting with each other because Ettins, have their own personality. But yeah, you take care of everything. You look in the forge, you find some ingots, and you're getting ready to head downstairs because you see this flight of stairs that goes, you know, down into the distance. You can't see how far it goes, but you have a really good feeling that this is the way to level 2, where Haleth is highly encouraging you to. He's getting a feeling that his friends are down that way somewhere, and the message from the obelisk is kind of pointing in the same direction. You saw a two-headed statue that had a circlet, but the party decided that they had enough time and gold, and there wasn't a huge hurry to get to the next level, so they go back up to the surface, try to swap in any unused items, buy anything of need. And they spent about a week up there. So, Higgs, in that week's time, what did you end up doing? Did you just stay? Oh, Hallis stayed downstairs. He stayed in the hole. He didn't come with you.
Mhm.
He's like, oh, I'll just stay down here. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Just trying to scope out the area.
Mm. I would say that one other than like dealing with the dude with the scrolls and shit like that, I think I would have stayed most of my time at the Yawning Portal. Well, one I also talked to I would have tried to run into them if they were there. Was a couple NPCs that we had talked to. Um, One that wanted the magic items because I have that dagger which we haven't got to yet. Um, we're gonna tell the one woman about we think we know the general whereabouts of where her brother might be, and I think the rest of the time I would have spent between talk. Well, oh yeah, and then those were there last week knew I was going to do this, but I'm planning on every level that we delve deeper into the dungeon that I'm going to try to give Dernan some sort of well, not artifact, but piece of memorabilia from each thing. And I figured from right now for the first level, I'm going to give him that whatever it was bronze mask.
Yeah, that went to
That
the demi plane.
yeah, to hang up on almost like a shelf, some kind of display to
Mm,
track our progress in the
cool.
dungeon and shit.
That's really cool.
With the understanding that if any of those things we put up there we kind of need later, we can pull them back down and take them with us, kind of thing. But like,
Mhm,
because I
mhm.
don't know if that mask will get us in another place later
Yeah.
on or not.
And
But
then, so yeah, Higgs being the charismatic person that he is, he eventually, and Durham knows what's somewhat's down there. I mean, you're not sure if he made all the way down to the final level, or did he go
mm,
halfway through and come back up? Did he get enough? But he knows some of the things that are down there, or it was when he was down there. So
Mm.
he said, "Yeah, I'll hold this for you. I'll start it if you that's what you want. I'll start a trophy case for you guys."
Yeah, I
And
mean, I figured it was well. I mean, I kind of look at it as like one for us, but two for the business. You know what I mean?
mm,
It's an attraction to come see like what's coming up from underneath and shit. You know what I mean?
mhm.
And then I think other than that, the remainder of my time would be spent between just mingling with the people in there, telling stories, and talking to Volo and exchanging information about the shit that we ran into down there and like what we're seeing and if he can help us with any information or if I can give him any information that he doesn't know about shit. And then we
um,
can work together on trying to figure out monsters and shit.
interesting side point. So, did you sell or try to sell that dagger to?
Well, I was gonna ask if anybody wanted it, and if not, I was gonna try to sell it.
Mm-mm. No way.
I have no money to feed such a dagger.
Mhm.
All right, so because it's a homebrew thing and I don't really have anything else, I'm going to give you the highest thing what it is because it's a unique
Mm.
item. So Obadiah give would have handed over 5,000 platinum pieces for that dagger.
Oh, nice, nice. All
Uh,
right, so that's just going into the hole.
and
So I'm gonna keep a running tally of what. Matter of fact, I'm gonna write it down right now on an actual notepad.
Everyone gets a house.
all right, let me put this down in my thing because I should have had this up. Oh, 5. So that's 5,000. All right, and that is pay to hit dagger. And since Higgs was in there for pretty much a whole week, give me 2. What you said most of the time, so give me 3 individual investigation or insight checks.
Okay. $16, 14. Ugh, 5.
So, I mean, Higgs is going around partying and, giving the mask. And, I mean, between Volo and the other people, Obadiah and all the other patrons, I mean, you kind of just get general stories of, hey, did you see that flying thing? It smelled real bad, came up here. And you're like, yeah, I was here. We took it down type of thing. Oh, there's all kind of weird. Mostly what we're seeing down there is goblins and bugbears and things like that. There's a lot of things that are rumors, about drows and being kicked. Some of them might have been kicked out of Menzo Berenza and, things like that. But it's really hard to kind of like pinpoint anything of great use. And Volo is just there trying to, sing spread praise and talk about what he thinks is down there. And Volo's like, oh, everything is better with a dragon, and like all of your stories are like, and then the dragon attacked, and you're like, no, there was no dragon, no, stories are better with dragon. So
Right. Little embellishment. Yeah.
yeah, trying to he
Don't
might
let the facts get in the way of a good story.
exactly. He's more of a storyteller, and he's taking it down, and he might even put himself in the stories of he was there helping you and telling you how to defeat these
Right.
Ettins and how to get into the demi-plane. These are all I've done that. I don't know why it took you so long to figure. I'll spice it up some. That's the kind of feel that you're getting.
Right.
But yeah, you wait there until the rest of your party comes, and you know that there has been other like small groups and people that gone down there, and some people individuals and maybe a couple small groups. But in that week, you really haven't seen anybody come back up, and there might be some more weird things down there, but Nothing of any great value. But yeah, you're sitting there waiting until the lowering time, and yeah, that's we're gonna transition to unless Higgs, you had anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Scamp. And that week, off on you had holiday. You were part of this Etten fight. You're part of all this wild things going on down there, and you know you got there like a day or before. You were one of these duo groups that didn't die but didn't really get far. You were captured by those faux vampires and broke free. Made this friendly group. They said, "Hey, we got some money. We got some stuff to trade in." What would you have done during that week?
So we zoom out from a rooftop and come down to a bustling city street. And we're moving through the crowd, and we go in an alley, and we see Scamp fighting over a bone with a stray dog. Scamp wins the bone,
That's good.
and he's just kind of touring around and rooting through trash. So
Do you,
trying to find some delicious leftovers.
do you spend any time in the Yarnock portal of any significant time, or do you just head out, go find your...
Probably portal, like around the dumpster.
Okay. All right. So if you're dumpster diving, same thing. Give me a perception or insight. It's up to you.
Magical
Axel
claim.
wants to be part of this.
I know.
Wants to be part of it.
All up in our grill.
The perception or insight?
I'm sorry. Did I'm at investigation or insight.
Oh, okay. Investigation or insight.
Yes.
Okay. Investigation is. That is a 6.
I mean, you spent a lot of time looking for bones, fighting random animals. You do notice when you came up, you didn't come up by yourself. I mean, granted, there was 5 other people, but you happen to notice that there is a little tiny rat in your backpack. From you assume it's the one from the fountain room, but you're up there, you're fighting for bones, and you're handing him some of your scraps, and you got a little rat friend that you can
Eating my bones.
yeah. You can't.
You can
I mean, you can talk at him. I don't know if you can fully communicate with him, but that's not going to stop Scamp from having a pet rat.
Oh, I will definitely talk at him.
Anything else from Scamp? Any buying, any selling, any trading?
No. Scamp has been living off the land, enjoying the fruits of the street. Street.
Okay, so we zoom in and out of Scamp looking for bones, looking for treats, trying to feed a little pet rat.
Come on.
Quickly zoom.
Hey, buddy,
Never.
here's some cheese, and then you'd be like, hey, this is my rat friend. I'm the Pied Piper. I got these. I start with 1, and that's how it grows, right? Yeah. We next we turn over to Lolly. Lolly found a big, thick book. Almost weighs more than she does, I would imagine. She can at least get a couple extra inches if she needs to grab something off the top shelf. Is there anything that Lolly does in particular, or does she actively not read her book? Be like, no, I got this week off, and I'm not going to read it.
No, she's definitely reading, but as much time as she can spend in the sun and moonlight, and then just gathering up the components she needs for spells. But that's how she spent her time.
Was she spending any extra time in the Yarnock portal, or did she just break free and said, hey, we're coming back in 7 days? I'll be back at the time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she just wanted to get out in the open air, and because she knows, being underground, and that dungeon's a little taxing on her, so.
So, you? Oh, I can't get words out. Can you also give me 3 insight or investigation checks?
Yeah.
Trying to give information to people, but you're not rolling high enough.
Look at Nadine right there.
Come on.
Natural 20.
Ooh, there we go.
My first one.
Ooh.
Blue.
Come on, give me this one.
What's
I
this?
don't know why it's rolling so slow. There we go.
Oh, what's going on?
And let's see, an 11.
Yeah.
Come on. And a 12.
Okay. Can you roll me 2 d12s?
D12. Here we go. 12. A 6 and a 3.
Oh.
Or
I see
9 and
9.
3.
Okay. So
Yep.
between studying in the portal and taking breaks and stuff like that. I mean, like I said, it is a thick book, so you're trying to between bathroom breaks and things like that. You would have heard a couple things, and I'm gonna butcher all these things, so I am gonna try not to butcher so hard. But you hear throughout the week couple things, a couple random things from some strangers. You hear that Torbran was one of Hallister's most promising and determined apprentices. Fascinated by machines, which is ironic. Or yeah, is that ironic? Yeah, it's fitting. He carved out a level of the Mad Mage's dungeon for himself, and he set to work building an army of constructs there. This is said that Torbran's control his creatures with metal rings, and he crafted similar rings for lesser power for his apprentices to protect them in the event that his constructs went insane. So you heard of someone making more machines down there with rings to control them and less powerful rings.
Did
to
I hear how many rings by any chance?
Roll a perception check.
There we go. Yeah. 15.
I mean, no one really said an exact number. It was, he's got these rings to control them, and there's his one that controls the main one, and there's some lesser rings, but how many of each are not really determined. I mean, you heard random things. Some of them were 1, some of them said 10. So it's hit or miss of how many are actually available.
Definitely one main ring that controls the lesser ones. Okay.
And I totally messed that up, but that's fine. I should have had, yeah, I miscalculated how many were on here, but that's fine. That works nonetheless. You also heard about the Mad House. The Shadow Dusk were a Waterdavian noble family whose quest for politics supremely ended centuries ago after Shadow Duck wizards opened portals to the far realm. Twisted by madness and driven from their homes, they sought assistance from Hallister and sank into the depths of Undermountain, never to be seen again. Yet vestiges of the noble houses undoubtedly remain. So there are some Shadow Dust people, and there were portals. They made wizards and went mad, but there's vestiges down there. There's a couple of things you picked up throughout the week.
All right.
I'm sure it makes sense. I personally don't know what it all means, but yeah, you're just sitting there waiting for the rest of the party to show up to go down. Was there anything else that Lolly did outside of that?
No,
Uh,
just working on her can.
All right, perfect. We go to Roxana now. Same thing, you get close to the second level. They're going down those steps, and between the group, you said, "Hey, let's go up. We got some things to sell. We'll spend some time healing, learning, trying to pick up on anything of value." What is Roxana doing this week?
Yeah, I think I'll go to the the lady who wants the spell things.
Yeah.
I'll go to her and
Uh,
I will try to sell the spell book
Mhm.
that I found.
Sure. So she looks through your book and then she just hands over. She's like, okay, stay right here. Give me a little bit of time. This would have happened with Higgs too. And I'll be right back. So shortly thereafter, maybe an hour or two, she comes back, and she hands over 100 platinum pieces, and she goes,
Ooh.
okay, if you see any more of this, I'll be up here. Um, look for me. I'm pretty easy to find. I'm trying to find a collection of things that are down there. Get anything else? Any other spell books? Any other things of value? Come look for me. I will give you the absolute best price, hands down.
Of course, we'll do. We'll keep looking around.
Same question: as Roxana spend any time in the portal, or does she just sell the spell book and then haul ass?
Yeah, I I like to think that she would go like cuz she's from a far land, she's from a small town, barely understands a lot of the language. So I just envision her going like full like wherever the downtown is like full tourist trap. Like she's going to Bubba Gump's. She's going to the M&M store. Like she's hitting all the tourist traps.
Camera
Just
hanging around her neck and
Yeah.
shit.
coming home with like the Statue of Liberty ears, like just full uh tourist in this big town. So I think she'd come back to the portal. It's kind of a big place, right? I mean,
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Waterdeep is it's the equivalent of like New York City or Tokyo or
yeah. So
something like that.
she'd come back to the yawning portal just to check in and stuff, and like set down all of her little like trinkets and
She has a
things
shirt.
that people forced her to buy.
I went down Honor Mountain. All I got was this shirt.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
there's no
So if you're going more touristy places, you might go up to Tangers and Mugs. You heard really good things about that place. Go ahead
Really
and give me 3 investigations or insight checks. One of them with disadvantage because you're going into the touristy spots, and you
I
See a
get
know.
little
picked
crippled kid with a
pocketed.
magic wheelchair rolling around out there.
Get pickpocketed at least twice. Like it's a whole thing.
Oh,
I got robbed by an
Okay,
innocent old lady on a motorized car. I didn't even see it coming.
yeah.
I'm not even gonna use my guidance.
Samsonite.
First
I'm
one is an
playing.
insight. It's a 20. Second one is an is an insight and it's a 12. And the third one for Fits and Giggles is a investigation with disadvantage, which is a 2.
Oh.
Even or odd?
Even.
Even. Okay, now roll me a d10.
Oh no. Okay.
What?
10. 7.
Okay, so throughout your travels, you go to your touristy spot, and like I said, most of those are trying to sell your hat, trying to sell you, different things of what's going on, but you do get that there's at least one blade of truth that you seem that hold more weight than others about the Emerald Blade. Waterdeep was erected atop the bones of a dwarven kingdom built on the dust of a much older elven kingdom. It is said that there is a relic of the elves still wait to be found in Undermountain, a magic sword so sharp that its edge can slice through stone. Many adventurers have vanished during their hunt for the weapon, which is said the elves blessed with the heart of a warrior and the soul of a poet. So somewhere
That's
down
fun.
here there is a sword that can cut through stone. Um, but the rest of the information is more of, hey, I've heard this place has got really good ale. Hey, I heard this place has got really good clothing. Things like that. Man, I keep getting Higgs. Okay. Anything else from Roxana?
Uh, no, just gonna go. Yeah, just gonna go full tourist. I'm gonna keep like when people say, "Well, what'd you find down there and stuff?" I'm gonna show them the key that I still think is important.
Mhm.
I'll be like, "I found this cool key to the last level," and then I'll just can I add a water deep hat and a koozie to my list?
Absolutely, yes.
Mhm.
Easy enough to find.
Then
You do some window shopping, you do some actual shopping, but yeah, that's yeah. You see the crest of Waterdeep, and then uh, there's a little YP in it. It's got the portal, and there's a little cozy thing that we'll call it like a flagon or something like that. But yeah, it's if you ever get something, it'll hold liquid, or at least insulate it. But yeah, easy enough to find. Trinkets and things like that are all around. Perfect. And that leaves Farleone.
Can I say one thing before we get started here?
Sure.
I just want to say that I will mention the Farleon at one point, like when I sell that dagger. Like, we got a pretty nice take when I moved that dagger from the shitheads that had Nessa and Scamp hemmed up down there. So, if you need any cash, we got some available for whatever you need to do.
I blocked it all out.
Thank you, good sir. I'm quite all right. Thank you. Can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah, we can
Trying
hear
to
you.
make it to where my ambient noise. Okay. I spend most of my time. I also am out in the woods and stuff for the most part, but I need to gather a bunch of feathers, a bunch of tufts of fur, and a bunch of fish tails, and then I got to find a gilded acorn. And then I also need to get. That's to conjure my little buddy. And then I also need to get some powdered corn extract and a twisted loop of parchment. I'm sure that won't be too hard to get.
Yeah, all those stuff is relatively easy. I mean, the last thing, the gilded acorn type of thing, that's that might be
200
the
gold.
most that might be the most challenging thing. But through wheeling and dealing and talking to the right people, you spend your time wisely, and you're able to find all those things, put them together, have them ready for you. So all those things, are easy enough to find. We'll say. Um, the other, let's say, 50 gold for everything for the acorn stuff.
Okay. And
Yeah. It'll still
200.
it'll still be that, but between like trading of random things and telling of stories and things like that, you're able to get a good price on it type of thing. So,
Your boy Higgs has made connections too. While he's
yeah, you're
working
telling
the
to know the
room and shit. Yeah.
yeah, sometimes a good story is almost as good as gold, with the right bartering and things of that. But yeah, all those things that you need for your opponents are there, ready for you.
Wait.
I'm gonna say if you're looking for that, I'm gonna say you don't spend a lot of time in the portal. So you're the only one that probably wouldn't hear stories. I mean, I would say you spend a good chunk of your time looking around for the right price of that, like gilded acorn. I think you're the only one that probably wouldn't have had a lot of time around the portal.
All
Um,
right.
is there anything else that Farleone would have done?
No, that's about it. Yeah, like all my food and stuff, I get through good berries mostly, and yeah, no, that's about it.
Okay. With that, that brings us back to you know, the night that everyone agreed to come back to the Yarnic portal and start heading down. And once again, there's rounds of bets, and you know, Durnan is starting making this grand announcement of as we're prepared for another group to head down. This is the all gas no break, or are you called butt fucks? I don't know. I see. I don't know. All gas no break butt fucks. I don't know. Whatever these group of fine adventurers that they're all going down, and you're hearing all these bets and things like that, and you know it's like, well, these three definitely went down, came up, so they know what's going on. And it's gonna look at Higgs and Nessa and be like, I don't think you paid last time you went down, so um, I'm gonna charge you extra. So yeah, but everyone else, this goes down. It's like, let's see if these will all come back as one unit, or will they branch off and find other people? So y'all get lowered down.
I would say Higgs gives him the money, and as he pulls it out, and the basket's being lowered.
Holy
he
shit! Where'd
just
you get those
joins-
sixth finger and golden hair?
That's right. Yeah. Well, yeah. He adorns the crown as they descend down
Nice.
into the thing, and a little tilted to the side because he's showing this swagger as he
There's a
enters
cocky
the
slant there, yeah, for sure.
right. Yeah.
Perfect.
Very conspicuously set to the top of his head as they descend.
I am on the wrong map. All right. So, is there any place that you wanted to check out before you head back down? I don't know.
It's like foreshadowing, but I would say honestly, me no. I mean, I noticed the room after like I kind of looked at the map, but I don't think Higgs would have done that.
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted to check it. Like I said, there wasn't anything really else to check out. I just wanted to
Alright.
make sure, give you the option if, and plus I need to find the right map that I'm looking for.
Yeah, I feel like retconning that in would kind of be a little bit of meta. So I'm just saying, because I don't think Higgs would have done that, to be honest with you.
All right. Okay, so everyone, you make your way down. You go through the path that you know that'll go, and you know you might see some you know, more decayed bodies and things like that. But for the most part, everything is as it was. I mean, when you get down there, Hal is waiting for you. Oh, good thing you made it back. I was starting to get worried. I didn't know how long you would be, and ooh, excuse me. I'm glad you're finally back. So yeah, you make your way through. I don't know if you had anything to say to him, but yeah, you make your way back, and you go through the room that had a very narrow passageway, and with a nude statue, and you get past, just get past there, and as I think.
I think Higgs would have took at the during the transit here. He would just say he would pull Roxana and Lolly and pull out two of the scrolls and be like, if we ever run into those little nasty little brain things again, these are going to be important. If you ever see anybody get stunned around one of those, hit them with these real quick. And one to each, and then he holds on to one of them.
Sorry, that's the protection from
Scroll
good and
of
evil.
yeah. I'm just like I'm gonna hold on to the red restaurant. I mean, I don't know if anybody specifically wants it or whatever, but that'll just be like if something happens with them or something else, somebody gets petrified or some shit. You know what I mean?
And what marching order are you in?
I think we know who's up front.
Okay. Who's directly
That's-
behind you is more of my question. Who's number 2?
Who's
guess
number
I'll-
2 work
Who does
for?
2? Yeah.
I guess I'll be. That's fine.
Okay, so can I get both Higgs and Nessa to make a perception check?
Alright.
12.
Oh, I actually have to do something for
21.
Okay, so as the group is going down, making your way down, you get through the narrow section. You're kind of squeezing it. No one has made it bigger, but you get back to the opening past there, and Higgs
Oh,
hears.
who wants real quick before we go? Who wants? Does anybody want this circle? Her of blasting?
Oh yeah. No, I was just holding on to it, so I don't know if anybody wanted to take it. If they wanted to take it,
I'm not. What does it do?
it
It blasts.
yeah,
Aptly named.
Scorching
There's-
ray, I think.
you can use an action to cast Scorching Ray spell with it. When you make the spell's attacks, you do so with an attack bonus of +5. It can't be used
That's
as switch on.
Our circle of light or fireball druid. I mean, a fireball cleric probably should have something cool like that.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that even takes attunement.
I don't
or
think
not.
you have to attune. I don't think you have to attune that.
Yeah,
out. I don't think.
Yeah, and I already have Scorching.
You do.
Yeah, but I can
Oh, you
keep
do?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
It doesn't look. It's
well,
uncommon.
because it's like it's what once a day, right? Is that what? How many?
Yeah.
What's the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once a
It's-
day.
It's a
Are we
free
coming in
casting.
weird?
What's that?
Are we coming in weird?
No.
No, I
Dave
Ah,
is
very
Dave is a little hollow, but I can hear him.
Okay.
was stuck.
And before we go on, is there anything else from that portable hole that didn't get identified that you need to be identified?
I
Like,
think we.
Did all the potions get identified? I was thinking they did, but maybe not.
so
Yeah.
I'll run through the list again of what you found, and you would have had that.
I know
week
all the items, the
Yeah.
actual items did. It was just the potions that maybe not.
So you got a folding boat. That was one of the items.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot about that.
yeah.
But yeah.
Po- Potion of Hill Giant Strength.
Mm-hmm.
Diamonds, 100 diamond, 100 GP of diamond. The Cape of Mount Black, which is once a day. You get a Dimension Door.
Dimension door.
There's another Diamond Dust of 100, so 200 Diamond Dust. Potion of Climbing, Flame Tongue Longsword, a regular health potion, a potion of Frost Giant Strength, the Wisdom Tome, and I forgot what that is. Lolly has it. Javelin of Lightning, another potion of climbing, another 100 GP of gold dust, some mining equipment, a deck of illusions, and a potion of vitality, and another potion of climbing.
So there was a couple things of gold and well, there was a gold or was it gold dust? Is that what it was?
Or diamond
I
dust.
have-
Diamond dust.
Diamond dust.
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah, I
have all
figured
the
the
diamond
cleric was
dust.
going to get. Okay, all right, that's what I
I
thought.
used to
Yeah.
call that.
Yeah. Okay, that's just I wanted to make sure that that was in the inventories and shit. 'Cause I didn't
I already
remember
have the
that right
diamond
now.
dust in there
Okay.
for sure.
Okay.
Nice.
So, as you're making your way through, Higgs is up front, and it's relatively quiet. I mean, you get past the nude statue and get to the hall, but Higgs noticed that there's a weird scuttling coming from his coin purse.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Does Higgs do anything with that information?
I mean, it's like audible. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
am I the only one that hears it? Or
Jesus.
who's third in line? Who's at third in that marching order?
Damn.
Scamp, go ahead and make a perception check.
All I can picture is Scamp with his pet mouse gnawing on a bone. I don't know why. Oh god.
I think no matter what he rolls, I think what I'm gonna do is kind of almost like a startled, like what the fuck, and then I'm gonna drop I'm gonna like actually like yank the
20
pouch off, drop it, and then cast a mage hand to open it.
24, sir.
Okay. So yeah, Scamp hears it too. Like he knows the sound of his pet rat, which will need a name soon enough. If you don't already have one. But yes, between Scamp and
We're-
Higgs, yeah, you hear
Boner.
this boner.
He likes tones. I hear a rat scampering in the wall. I think it's time to eat. But
And stuck the
right.
marrow right out of the
there's when you're sitting in a movie and like it's loud and all of a sudden it becomes quiet and that's when you gotta fart. Well, that moment happens where like both Scamp and Higgs is kind of zero in of you know the sound of gold coins jingling, well, coins
Mhm.
jingling. You
Right.
hear scuttling, and you said you open up your bag. Or
Well, I think I've like kind of yank it off and like and, like drop it, and then I cast
Ah.
mage hand to open it up. And
oh, even better. So when and I haven't changed the map yet, so just trying to set the scene. So as Higgs drops it, he mage hands it open. You know that forceful throwdown of what the fuck is in there. Higgs noticed that there are 13 little scarabs that come from golden scarabs that come from his person, from his coin thing. They all like
Mhm.
they look like gold coins, gold pieces, but then that force alone, when you forcefully throw it down, like what the fuck, you open up with the mage hand, they scatter like cockroaches. They go in all directions. And
That's
let me bring you into this map. You can
Fireball, quick.
you can change where you're at, but let's see if I'm on the right layer. Okay, so I should have actually been doing this. Let me I gotta change what layer these are on. You're going to see these little golden scarabs come from your purse or your coin pals, and they're gonna scatter everywhere. So between throwing them down, they like I said, they scatter everywhere.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's on top of him. 15. What do you do with this?
Well,
Do
if
you
I can
just
look
let
inside
them
the pouch,
go?
well, I don't know. It depends, maybe.
So
I can see inside the pouch. Does it look like the other stuff was in there that I thought would be in there?
right. So all of your non-golden coins are there. All of your
Mhm.
gold is gone.
Oh, yeah. Nope.
So these golden things, when they're closed up and they're not moving around, they look exactly like a golden coin. And throughout the night, they will consume your other gold, make other golden scarab babies, and eat more of it. So all of your gold in your coin pouch is gone. You throw it down and they scatter.
All right. I mean, what did I have? 120 gold. I think I had 115 gold. Yeah, they can't get that.
You had over 500 gold in there.
Oh, that's why okay, that kind of makes sense now because I was looking at it and I was thought that I didn't. Okay, then I got to take that because I added gold in there thinking that I didn't put what I sold.
I took
my
it
equipment
as
from.
what you had in there. You already sold your stuff and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that's what it was. See, I just noted because I literally went into my inventory to like see what I had in there. So I'm gonna.
that's what I thought you were going to ask me about. We're like, yes, there's a reason why you have only 13 gold on your person.
Okay, then that makes sense now. Okay, all right, then.
Yeah, I rolled for every
So-
day, and they were hungry buggers. They would not stop eating.
Oh yeah, these were well.
I don't think they
Oh.
really exist as true to life. This is kind of a homebrew type of thing. But
Okay.
they will start to leave if you don't do anything. They're going to start flittering and flying
No,
out of the
I
way.
just no. I yelled at everybody, "Stop these fucking things! They
Okay.
got my fucking money."
All right. In that case, we can go ahead and roll initiative. Let's see if I can. Damn it! I still don't have that in here. So
Trying to break them or kill them or like
Matt,
don't.
yes.
Whatever you got to
Mr.
do,
Newton,
stop them. Period. Yeah. Dead,
All
alive,
right.
whatever. Stop these fucking things.
hey Matt, can we assume that I did my little Goodberry trick right before I went to bed last night? I cast all my first level spell slots for Goodberries.
Yes.
Oh God. So
Thank you,
bad.
sir.
And I forgot to load my script, so I got to do all these individually. Nice.
Got another 2.
So I will ask for rolls in a second. For those who I don't have. All right. And if you need to reorganize yourself, let's see, if you were coming this way, let's see, this would have been boom. Let's say, here, there's Scamp, there's Nessa. I think that's about right.
Mhm.
All right, so I need Nessa. Are you in here? No.
I got a 20. I don't know why it didn't populate, but
I think let's do Nessa. It might be in beyond 20. I think there is a check mark that you had to set to send to VTT or your VTT. So Roxana had 4. Lolly had
1
well
out of 1.
4 according to what this says.
Well, yeah, it's a natural 1. So.
Yeah. It is not a to hit. So and what did Farleon have?
I didn't. I'm sorry. My mom just texted me. I have to text her right away, or I get in trouble.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, here initiative, right?
yes.
Okay. Last night my initiative was my dice were rolling funny to roll twice. If it does, let's take the first one.
Why are you not rolling up here?
At 22.
I know why. 22. No, I had to. 1 second.
So adjudicate it however you want, but that total gold was before I took out for everybody's room and board too.
You can just take whatever I got. Make up for it, man. My little. We'll figure it out after this night.
Yeah. I'm just throwing that out there.
I know I made them. Where the fuck are you at? Not a goat. Does any of these have? Oh, where the hell are you? Yes, and
Not
I
a
can never
goat.
spell scarab either. SCAR.
Maybe.
Why did this not? 1 second. I thought it had this.
Yeah, when
all
you said
prepared.
scarab, I'd be thinking of like what holds a weapon. Like that's what I
No,
was
that's
thinking. When you said
scabbard.
Scarab, scabbard.
All right, let's pull up this way.
All right, well, scarab is a speedboat then. We had speedboats somewhere.
Oh, right. And then Farley, where are you at? You gotta be still put in here. Okay. So Farleone had 22. Oh, right. Perfect. And reorganize the sending. Okay. So Higgs throws down his purse, and you see these golden coin-like insects start fluttering around. You see them start flying away. Some to the north. Some of them are going to the south. Yeah, Halveth is with you. He's back here. Ooh, get those things. What does Farleone do?
Okay, I guess it. I really quickly I say, eggs. Do these things take damage? Are they sturdy?
We're about to find out.
Okay, right on. All right, I do my Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
Gives me whatchamacallit, advantage. So I'm going to attack the furthest. I'm going to attack the furthest coin. Is that something I can figure out real quick?
Sure. Are you going more up here this way or this one to the south?
Ugh, which way had more? I know this is kind of a lot snap judgment, but whichever had more
There's
that I can see clearly.
the group to the south has more of a cluster.
All right, I'm going to fire my first one to the furthest one I can see. I'm gonna move. I can move up a little bit too to make it easier. I'll move up to like right here. Wait, is that me? That's not me.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, babe. I moved Jesse. Switch me up there.
That
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's dope. All right, I'm gonna move.
I'm
I
gonna
saw
swap
I
you
put her
too.
back. Yeah, I kind of got it. I think. All right, furthest one is gonna get my triple shot with my sharpshooter.
So you said you're headed to the south crowd, right?
Yes.
Not that it truly matters, but this is probably the one that you can see the best.
Right on. Then he's gonna get a stick through the gold.
Mhm.
Okay.
Are you ready? Okay.
Some Robin Hood shit. The shooting coins
Here
with
we
a
go. Yeah.
Oh, I think they're on her coin. That's why I can't find her.
I got a 21. What?
21 will hit. Yes. I'm
All right,
I'm
I'm
looking
just
for
gonna.
their stat sheet, and I know I made them, and I cannot find it. So I have a back. I had a
Alright.
backup. So
All right, he's going to take 1d10 plus. No, actually, I'm sorry. It's 2d10. It's a Zephyr Strike.
okay. Plus 16. Jesus.
Plus 16. Yeah. That was a lot harder to hit, man.
Yeah.
23 points.
You're gonna hate it when you see how much HP they have. But yeah, 23 absolutely takes
sponges.
it.
He shatters.
Yeah, you hit it, and it's just, yeah, you hit it right in the center, and you hear this really loud. Ah! Oh, no, that wouldn't make that. This really loud skittering sound, and then you pin it to the wall. So this one is
Nice.
dead.
All right, hit the one right to the next of him.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do a regular old shot. Then there's no need to get all fancy. I'll just try to make sure I got the most. Badoosh! 24.
24 hits.
Come on. You said we got like 400 some of these and 9 points of damage?
And you said like that one.
What's that? Yeah, perfect.
That one's down.
Cool. All right. I take my bonus action and I'm gonna do my, bonus attack.
Hmm.
Come on, baby. You can do it, dice. All right. I think that's good. 23.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's my last one there.
I'll say it's this one. This one goes down. So as Farleone is just pinning these things to the wall, I mean, it's just like deep penetration through them. And, they're like, it's like darts on a dartboard, right? And pin, these scarab parts are flying everywhere. You notice that Farleone gets 2 more of them coming out of his bag.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh no.
Uh,
Let's see. I
see.
did not use my
Yeah, that
interactive
was
objects.
And this
I-
one. So yeah, as these scavards are just being murdered left and right, they hear their other brethrens in distress, and they're
That's
just
awesome.
they start scattering. So those ones are going to the north. But yeah, action, movement, bonus action. You have
I can interact with objects, right?
oh,
Drop my backpack or whatever. Drop my thing.
yeah, I would have said when you dropped it, that's when they came out. We'll word it
Alright.
like that. But yeah, you start feeling some vibration. And you're like, ah, fuck, what's that? And you throw it, and that's when those two extra ones come out of your
Alright.
bag.
What a-
Okay, any more movement?
No, that's it. I say they're. I don't know how hard they are to hit, but they don't take much damage.
Yeah, perfect. All right, you pin 3 of them to the wall. Nessa, you are up. I see 3 of them go down. You see there's a couple more scurry out.
so when I see them get hit, do they look like they're coins again, or do they
Oh,
still look like they're
yeah.
gold and scared?
They look like they are some type of tiny monstrosity. They do not revert coins. They do not drop coins. For all intents and
Gotcha.
purposes, they completely consumed all that gold that they consumed and do not relinquish any of it.
Oh man.
Mm.
I am gonna try and not make more of these things, so I'm gonna try and head this off the pass.
Mhm.
Um, how do I want to do this?
No, that's my
Should-
line.
Mm.
Okay. Shit. I am going to, if I can do this, let's see. I'm just, oh, fuck, no, I can't do that because that's going to create worse things. Oh, okay. I'm just going to take my pouch because I'm guessing that it has some of that shit in there.
Okay.
And I guess I'm gonna, I don't know if I want to like squish it or like if that's gonna do anything. I'll throw it in like the pocket thing.
I was thinking about catching one.
Yeah, but then it's gonna.
Yeah, because capturing them and putting with other gold, yeah, no,
Mhm.
that's the best plan.
I portable hole it, but there's more
No, but
gold
you
in the
could,
portable
you could
hole.
keep it though in like a jar or something, and we could release it on somebody we don't like.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why I was hoping it would.
So while you're
resort.
thinking about it, this came from the
Yeah.
guy who had the pay to hit dagger. He had one of them in a glass cage, and when you took
What a
that,
shit.
when you killed him, that cage broke, and you put all that rest of the gold in your stuff. That's how you got them, or it.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this then. Okay, if I can.
You can always try.
I will try. I'm going to try and I'll take my spider staff
Okay.
and I'm going to shoot a web. Let's see where I want it. Like hold on, I'll show you with shapes.
Yeah, they did
here?
add in the measuring tool about shapes and stuff.
Yes. Hold on a second. How big is this?
Ooh.
Doesn't say how big the web can be.
I think
For some reason, I feel like it's 20. I don't know. That might not be right.
not weapons, web.
Oh, that's
Let me
from the
just look.
staff too.
Yeah.
'Cause I think it's a little bit different than the spell.
So
Yeah.
according to because we don't, I think it just casts web. It's a 20-foot square.
Okay. So I will do.
Man, that's a large square.
Yes, it is. Can I put in front of like right in front of Higgs? Because I feel like that's where most of them are, right? Yeah.
And let's see if I can get this.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Even if it's climbing up on the walls and stuff too, like I'm fine with that. Like if that's
Yeah, I would say you have. I can't really get it great, but I think you can cast web to get everything in here and not hit Higgs.
okay, cool. That's what I will do. I will cast web on those little motherfuckers. And
All right, let
And
me start rolling for these guys. And what is the spell save for that?
good question.
Should
It doesn't.
say on
It
your
should be in the description of the staff because it's got a static save for it.
Spell save DC 15.
Okay, so bring this one up. Where'd you go, Scarab? Pass. Fail. 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 Pass. Pass. Fail. So let's see. I'm going to say that I think I was keeping track of that. That is your fail. That's a fail. That one was a pass. That was fail. This was fail, and I think this one was fail. I think those are. I think that's. I think no, that one failed too. I should have marked them as I went, but all right. So I think 3 of them did not get caught in it. The rest of them did.
Nice.
Okay.
So they have to spend their turn. They are restrained. 20-foot cube. Each creature that starts its turn when the on the creature restrained tab. It uses action to make a strength save to get out of there. And they're no longer restrained. Okay. Webs are flammable.
Yes.
Thank you. Brittany.
Didn't mean to.
I didn't do
Sorry.
anything.
So another question.
Okay.
Would it be a full action to toss something in the web?
What are you trying to do? Throw a torch in there?
Oh no, I was just gonna throw my coin purse in it.
Oh yeah, then that yes, absolutely. That's a free interaction. Free interact with interact.
So smart.
Yes, you can do it. So yes, there's that little coin man. I need to drink more alcohol tonight, apparently. Because there's coins and a coin purse and some sticky flammable webs just to the south.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna be like, get rid of your purses, and then just throw it, and have it stick into the web, just in case that motherfucker decides to come out on me.
Okay, perfect. Anything else?
That'll be it.
All right, it's this one who is stuck, so he is going to make a strength save to try to get out of there. And they don't have good strength. I don't even know what I'm trying to roll. Ooh, that is a 17. What did I say that was?
15 was a DC.
Yeah. They have a -3 to their
nice.
their strength is 4. So
God.
that was his whole action. He couldn't do anything else, and I don't know why I got rid of that. Please still be there, and that's dice. It's still there. I was hoping I didn't have to re-roll everything. But that guy is free. He is no longer stuck, but that was his whole action. He doesn't have movement, because it's at the end. I'm not mistaken. Doesn't say if it's at the beginning or not. So since it doesn't specify,
I think web, it's just you use your action. It doesn't. I
right.
don't think it. Yeah.
So it is going to take, spread its wings, get stuck or unstuck, and it is going to flitter away.
Which one is it?
One that you can't see. It's
Oh, okay. All right.
it was here and then it moved. So it
Okay.
started using some of its movement to get out of there. And that's all it can do because it used its action. Higgs, you are up.
So, to clarify here, the ones that got killed in the beginning,
Right, they're the ones
we
that have
can pretty
X's.
much reasonably assess that the coins are gone, right? Like,
Correct. Well,
so
you can
there's a reason I'm asking this because I'm just saying, like, as they die, we can tell that like
there's
whatever coins they had have been consumed in the process.
correct.
That's what. Okay. So
Yeah, when they got pinned to the wall, nothing came out of them. Maybe a little
okay.
scarab shit, but you know that's
Right. Well, the reason, because I mean, I'm trying to assess whether it's if how much attention I was going to have, or how much focus on stopping the ones that are getting away, as opposed to something else I'm going to do. So, figuring that in that moment that the gold is just gone at this point,
Mhm.
I need a ruling on how you want to do this. I want to pull out one of my regular potions of healing that I have
Okay.
and just dump it out. Even just wasting the potion, but use it to capture this one that's right in front of me here. I'm trying to ping it.
Yeah.
That one right there.
Uh,
How much action economy do I have to spend on doing that?
I would say you would use a bonus action and your interact with object.
Okay, fair
And
enough.
if you're trying to actively capture it, I would say he's stuck in a web. So I'm gonna say it just happens.
Okay, cool.
Because if he wasn't stuck, I would try to say make a contested check, but that particular one is stuck. So
Right.
you dumped out your healing potion, but you have one of these scarabs in your jar, and you still have an action left,
Okay, and then
and all your
just
movement.
because, just because fuck them, I turn around and I'm just gonna. So the ones of the four that's going to the north there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The two that's further. Well, I'll just go. The one that's furthest away, I'm gonna take a. I'll just blast shot at it.
Okay.
No.
16.
Is enough to hit it. I don't think you
sounds
can't.
good.
Yeah, you can't not kill it.
Yeah, because especially now I got agonizing blast and shit now
Yeah.
too. So 10, and then
I'll put it this way: they have the health of a what are the hell they called? There's big mosquitoes.
the
Dragon mosquitoes.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the ones that were in that room and shit.
Yeah, and I cannot think. It's
I can't
Sturgis.
think of them either.
Yeah,
Surges. Yeah.
yeah.
All right, and then I'll blast
Two.
the next one down. Second blast on the next one that was next furthest away.
Okay.
Just for spite. Yeah, 24.
Yeah.
That one hit
Yeah.
down too.
Don't even have to make your roll for it. Like I said, it's
Alright.
impossible for you not to kill it. Okay. Any
And,
movement?
I don't think it really matters, but let's say I'll just back up to here, I guess. I don't know. That's it.
Okay.
With that one, I
yeah,
guess I'm gonna have possession of this one here.
Yeah, I'm going to change that to purple just because. All right, let's. I don't know what that is for that. That one is still alive, untrapped. He missed He was able to dodge out of the way, so he is not trying to be a part of this. He's going to use his movement to go 20, and then he's gonna action dash to get here out of sight. He is trying to find the best way out of here. They're not trying to fight, and I really should have rolled for that, but too late for that. That one is captured, so I want to take him out of initiative. This one is trapped. Strength save of no, he is still stuck. Next one, I think this one has this one is up. He is not trapped. He is going to take his movement and go. He's going to fly away here, go here, and start flying away. That's that guy's turn. This one is going to do the same. He's trying to fly away. He doesn't want to fight. All right, end of turn. This guy is. That can't be right. This guy is trapped. No, we got a -1. He is still trapped. This one is trapped. He got a -2.
Oh my God.
This one. Yeah, they pretty much had to roll 20s to get untrapped.
Mm.
This one. All right, these are easy enough to do things for. And where is the one that's labeled as goat? Oh, he's dead. I don't have to do anything for him. Lolly, you are up. So you're seeing these coins start flying and flittering. You see some webs being tossed, some Eldritch blasts being happen. There's a little bit to the north. There's some to the south. You're super low.
Super low. Okay.
Okay, there we
Is that
go.
any better?
That's
Yeah,
better. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I think Lolly is going to move up here, kind of assess what's going on a little bit, but then attack this one right here is Primal Savagery. If I can move up.
Okay.
Erp.
You're trying to go for this one?
Did I? Up. Yeah, that might be a little too far up, but yeah.
Let's see if I can look at your last.
Do I have,
Yeah.
do I have enough movement there?
Yeah. Yeah. You have enough to get to them. Yeah, they're kind of weird because they're tiny and trying to figure out the right spacing for it, but.
Okay. Oh, wait. I did that backwards. Tried to hit them first.
All you gotta do is hit it. I don't think you can not hit it or not. Yeah,
Yep.
you
Yeah.
definitely can't.
Okay. If the dice would damn roll. Okay. There we go. Finally. Let's see.
Yeah,
18.
Yeah, that one is dead.
Right. And that's it for me.
Yeah, right. Right. So that one, Roxanne, you are up.
All right. I mean, the web is doing a pretty good job of keeping them there, so I don't think I want to like set that on fire. Although it would probably kill them, though.
But the coin purse.
But the coin purse. That's fair. I didn't think about that one.
I mean, in fairness, the other coins probably won't burn. The sack might, so they might be loose.
Yeah.
The silver can melt, though. I don't know. I think we trapped our baby in that room with a dingo.
That's a real story, you know.
Oh, sensitive.
Damn. Yeah. I guess I won't worry about those there. And I'll just go up to this one here. Yeah. One that I'm standing on, and I'm just gonna try and tap it with my with my mace with Lightbringer. I'll just be like, meh, try and stab it.
Okay, go for it.
Try and squash it. Like, this is ridiculous. 19.
19 hits. You don't have to roll damage unless you can do less than 2 damage. It's
Mhm.
worth. It's
I
not worth
cannot.
it unless you just want to see the numbers. Yeah, this one is.
A non-lethal hit,
Yeah.
like knock it out.
Come on.
Okay.
Why are you not? Oh, it would help if I'm on the right layer. Okay. Movement, action, any bonus action.
Can I do the same thing that, or well, do I sense any scurrying and or anything in my little purse?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. $19.
19. I mean, you definitely hear the scurrying and the wings fluttering of these things that you can see. I mean, you kind of quickly open it up, look inside, try to give a shake, try to see if you can disturb them, see if they're being affected by the others dying. And you are pretty confident that everything in your purse is as it seems. All the gold is gold, all the silver is silver, and all the copper is for the poor. But yes, nothing seems to be moving without you jingling it.
Okay. Can I they're all trying to get away, right? Really?
Yeah.
Can I take out I'll reach in my purse real fast, and can I take out one gold piece and seal my purse up and chuck the one gold piece at the like out in front of the web to see if they'll all like come back to it?
Sure. You take your coin, you throw it, and
Bait, yeah.
yeah, yeah. You see it bouncing because it's pretty nice, sturdy web, and it's got the corners and it's anchored where it should be. Yeah, there's a free gold coin there. It's they don't seem to be affected by it one way or the other. But I mean, how many times
That's
have you
cool.
seen a bug completely consume gold and make golden consuming babies before?
Yeah, for first time for that. So worth the gold piece to see if it would work.
All right, so yeah, there's a
Yeah,
sack of gold, a sack of coins, and a single coin on this web. Okay. Anything else?
No.
All right. At the end of the round, can I get Nessa and Scamp to make perception checks?
Down south.
17.
Perfect.
Stop spinning. 21.
21. Okay, Nessa is she is confident that she hears she is able to capture a lot of these coins. Some of them might be getting away, but you're definitely making these little buggers pay. But Scamp, with his little rat friend Boner, Boner's got good time, right? Good timing. He knows how to shut up. Yeah, he knows how to stimulate growth. But Scamp is damn it, wrong page. Get over there. Scamp is going to hear. How can I describe this? The sound of a portal opening to the south.
Eyes wide.
You hear the sound of something coming through, and you hear something that has movement, but it doesn't sound bipedal.
Right.
You get kind of
Spooky movement.
a floaty vibe to this.
A non-pedal.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's not just playing Baldur's Gate too much.
Let me
No.
roll
Oh no! All right.
for this.
Yeah, if it's a mind flare, we're fucked right
We're
now.
dead, right?
Where are you at?
We've done such a good job killing all the gold.
Where is
Had to
his-
head back to the service. We changed our mind.
We're done.
All right. So
Fingers and
that
mugs
is
tiring.
okay, perfect. All right, back to the top of the order.
Majesty,
Uh,
order.
What's that?
I'm not in the order.
Did I erase you? Damn it. All right, let me put you back.
What my mom said.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, I didn't remember you going. That's yeah.
It's all right. Scamp didn't notice until we got back to the top of the fucking order.
What did Scamp write? He rolled a 14. Right, my bad. So I'm gonna let you, since I skipped you, not on purpose, I will move you up.
I didn't think it
Here.
was on.
You can go ahead and take your turn, and then we'll go back to the top of the order.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. These guys are all trapped and stuff like that?
And if it makes a difference, yes, the ones that are, yes, to your south, the ones that are still moving around are trapped. There's a couple that made it to the south, and if it made a difference, you would have went after Higgs, but before Lolly.
No, it's all good. I'm just gonna punch this thing in the mouth.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
Ooh, a 12 does not hit.
Well,
Whoa.
it's restrained by the web, right?
Yeah, so hold up. I forget. Do you get advantage from restrained? Can 0 attacks against the creatures have advantage, so you would have advantage, yeah.
Okay, 25 on this little guy.
Yeah, 25 will hit. And like I said, you can't not kill it. Unless
That's
you're
5.
yeah. Unless you're trying to non-lethally hit it. Yeah, that one is dead.
I have no reason to keep this bug alive. And they're
You don't
stuck
want to be friends with that bug.
Just to the web.
to the web. How big is the web? Like, what is it?
20.
So we're going to say, yeah, let's see if I can get a good
Camp?
excuse me. Let's go with this. We'll
Correct.
say that all of this area is web.
Okay.
Might be a little off, but it's close enough.
All right. I will not step into that web, and I will end my turn there.
Okay. Back to the top of the order. Farleon, you are up. And
Also, guys,
I
the portal opened.
I was wondering if you were gonna say anything.
I can hear it with my ears.
My ears popped.
All right. We don't have any more of these bugs, right?
Yes. Farleon
I'm
can
gonna-
see one to
Question-
the south.
You here.
Okay.
Is Haleth
Okay.
in part
No.
of?
He's got
He's
no
not doing
weapons.
nothing.
He's
I'm
got,
gonna.
I mean, unless you gave
Yeah.
him a weapon, he's just hanging back. Oh, hurry up! I'm trying to get to my other friends, guys. I mean, if you want me to put him in initiative, I can.
I don't know.
but
No, that's fine. No, that's fine.
I'll just sit here and punch them to death. Although these things, no problem.
No.
Always. Every time.
So yeah, Farleon can see one for sure. You can see 3 dead ones. But there are more around. So
Dance on my bag and shoot that one.
hold up, I'm getting a weird echo from you too.
Sorry, I'm gonna river dance on my back.
Okay,
I drop it on the ground.
make a performance check.
Okay.
I mean,
Where's it? That thing. Performance. Oh, I'm not good at this one. I'm a little klutzy when it
I
comes
want
to
to see
dancing.
how bad you are.
Not too bad.
Look like MC Hammer on crack, Humpty.
That's right. My
Yeah.
body's in motion.
I
It
mean,
looks like a fit. Like motion.
with 11, I mean, yeah, you don't fall down, but you know, you're not that much better than the Elaine dance. You're just kind of kicking it and it's weird, jerking. You got the Jerry legs going on. You don't fall, so you stomp on it, and it doesn't use any of your movement. But
And I kind of go, hey, and I put my hands up like jazz hands as I quickly draw my arrow and fire it, which looks really smooth.
Mhm.
Looks like I was made to do it. And I got 24.
Yeah, 24 will hit. I'm assuming you're taking this guy out.
Yes.
I think if you move one over to your right stage map left, you'd probably be able to see at least one or two of them. Oh, I'll see real
I
quick.
plan to move right here. That's where I was going.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, if you're there, yeah, you can see the edge of one. I would say, this one it would have essentially half coverage.
Sharpshooter, which is coverage, doesn't affect my stuff.
Okay.
'Cause I'll take it anyway. I'll take it anyway. You know, if that's what you want to do, that's cool.
No, that's fine.
I'll just roll. For now. All right, and damn it. Well, yeah, I did. I hit.
Yeah. Yeah, they have 14. So yeah, it's not hard to hit them. They don't have huge hit points. So I say this one is down. Anything else? That was movement, action, any bonus action?
No, bonus action I figure was the river dance, huh? And I moved up to as far as I want to go to the webs.
I mean, if you put that much effort into it, sure, I would go with that's a bonus effort. I mean, you might have to talk to Nessa or somebody else to get some get some more sure footing on it. You know, if you want to make it look more presentable.
I put my heart and soul into it, but it just wasn't good. That's all.
Anything else? No. Okay, Nessa,
That's
you
it.
are up.
Okay. I'm just gonna do some darts. Wait.
So web is a concentration spell, so you can drop concentration to walk through it easily, and it's kind of weird, but you can if you want, or you can just pick it off as it's restrained.
Cool. I'm gonna drop concentration. I think we're good, right? I don't think we need it up anymore.
Absolutely. Let's see if I can do this without erasing everything.
Mhm.
Yes, cool.
Hooray!
All right. So the web drops down. You know, Nessa gives a kind of another stamp on the ground with the staff, and this all this webbing. It's there, but like it definitely bridges open gaps, and you know the one that was stuck in there falls to the ground, and it's getting ready to get up. So I'm gonna say it's maybe prone. For all shits and giggles, I'm gonna say he dropped prone as best as he can. So
Okay,
You
I'm
win.
gonna run over to the one that's left. On the way, can I just grab my coin purse?
You can grab it any time.
And I'm gonna punch it in the little, I don't know, back. I don't know, in the face.
Yeah, it's like punching a cockroach. You know, just bam.
Like-
Highly effective.
All right, yeah, attack. I'm just gonna punch you. Oh my god. 25.
Yeah, 25 definitely hits. There's no
Yeah.
point of rolling damage because, like I said, I don't think anyone can not kill these things.
Mhm.
I think you have how much movement did you use? There was 5 there.
10, 15, 20. Wait. 5, 10, 20 feet of movement.
So
There's a portal that way.
So yeah, you still have some movement left, right? You should have another 20 feet if you want to try to see where these other 2 or 3 have gone.
Oh, yeah, I see
Yeah.
them.
And you can clearly see where you're at. Let me see if you have enough vision to stop moving. Yeah, you have. So what Nessa sees is this very albino looking creature that has pretty long tentacles. It has 10 tentacles draping from it. It looks know that from there. But yeah, you have. You know what? I'll put up on the screen. This is what she sees.
Mhm.
Huh.
Yes,
All right.
a very one-eyed monster. It's but yeah, it's got
Well,
long
better than
tentacles.
none. Yeah.
But that's what you see, and you see the other three scarabs uh, uh, um, in the way. So, any other movement bonus action?
I think that's my move. That's pretty much my movement. Fuck, bonus action.
Well, I can put this in an initiative now. So,
Great.
and it
How
had.
do we know his name? Nice.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think that is.
What an interesting place for it to be in
Yeah.
the.
Look, it rolled a 17 with a +2. All right.
That's fine. I'd rather have it move because yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Wow. I don't. Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, get down here, please.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, that'll be my turn.
Yeah. Right. No, I don't need that. I need a line.
Don't we all? It's so expensive. But
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Okay. So Nessa comes around the corner and she sees these coin scarab things, but she also sees this, like I said, this floating eyeball looking thing. It's going to take some of its movement. We'll say here. And Scamp is probably the only one who might see this. And I think he is just outraged. He's going to hear a whipping sound as one of these tentacles, and I have plenty of room for this.
yeah, it was a wrap.
No, I am. Let's see, where are you? Just enough room for that. So Nessa's going to see one tentacle coming at her. For a 27.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
that'll.
You're going to take 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
And do I do this now? 1 second. Yeah, you can. Let's see. So that's going to automatically grapple you.
Okay.
You can make a save on your turn.
Okay.
What is that save for that? It'll be a strength or athletics, yeah. See, and as part of its multi attack, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, boo.
15.
All right. So, in addition to the piercing, Nessa is also going to take. I need to get out of the way. An additional 18 points
Mm.
of lightning damage.
Ooh.
Damn.
I thought there was more, but no. So it's going to take the rest of its movement. Stop hiding on me. 1 second. 15, and it has other. It's gonna as it's holding on to Nessa. It's going to get away, dice. It's going to start going. Start kind of like still holding on to Nessa, grappled, and just kind of starts floating toward her. And damn it, I took that away again. All right, and I.
Oh shit! The train's coming.
I'm sorry. That's
Um,
not great. train.
All
Yeah.
right. It does not have any other targets, but it does have 9 free more tentacles.
You're like,
Uh,
here's
Hmm.
monster. It has tentacles, 1 eyeball, and it makes the noise of a fucking train. Don't you motherfucker!
Hmm.
Comes for you.
Ooh, that's a.
Move
I
it.
think. Hold up.
Yeah,
Creature with a 5 feet. This guy takes. A creature with a 5. I thought there was. Okay, so this coin scarab is not trying to fuck with this thing, so it is going to use
No, the
its,
short scarab's
its
gonna attack
movement.
it.
It is going to fly away. There's that one. Higgs, you're up.
All right. Let's go here. Oh shit! Hold on. These are one. That didn't work the way I wanted it to. Hold on here. So get the here. That's 20 feet.
Yeah,
So I
it's
can
awfully
kind of
musical.
see that she's
You
grappled.
can see that she's grappled. You can't see it
Okay.
fully by what from where you're at.
All right.
I'm
I'm going.
gonna move these out of the way because they're all dead.
Yeah, I don't think we care much about them anymore.
What, you think I was just gonna give you 2 HP creatures just for you to wallop off?
That'd be fun.
All right. Okay. So in my field of vision, I can see just the outline of that thing. Can like I can tell something's there then?
Yeah, you definitely see the tentacle that is stretched out and unwrapped. Ness is pretty thin, and as it's coming closer, it's kind of spinning her around. So yeah, you definitely see 1, 2, maybe 3 wraps around her.
All right. Then I'll
It
move
has
to here. Okay. So now I can clearly see that thing,
okay.
right?
Yeah, it's kind of
All
just
right.
floating there.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to use my bonus action to hex it.
Okay.
And I'm going to use strength as the hex.
Okay. Strength. Uh,
And then it's a little bit of a gamble here, but I'm going to
how much did I deal to Ness? That was 19, 18.
It was
So,
18.
uh, okay. Plus 9. Okay. Sorry.
You're good.
yeah. So its tentacles can.
So it's got one
So I
wrapped
can tell
around.
that it's wrapped around her, and I can tell that the tentacles can like stretch out, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, you don't know how far it was away
Right.
from her, but Nessa, if she could, tell you,
I don't think I'm gonna, because I had the idea of hitting it with a mobile, shooting an arrow into it with a mobile flourish and pushing it back, but that's not gonna break the restraint, so I'm not gonna do that.
I'll tell you, it's
I'm just
more than
gonna
5 feet.
right. Okay. All right. So Eldritch Blast
Okay. Blast away.
first blast 22
22 hits, yes.
for okay good 13 plus,
Minus 13.
and then the hex damage is 4 points. Second blast 23,
23, yep.
and then 8 plus 6, so 14 more points.
Okay. Is its language. What does Higgs speak?
Deep, uh, Undercommon, Goblin, and
He's-
Quarry.
You speak deep speech and undercommon?
Hold on, let me make sure because I might have only picked one of them. Hold on, let me look.
Well, yeah.
Language, Common, Deep Speech, Goblin, Quarry, and Undercommon.
Yeah. So you hear it yeah, it actually speaks. I don't know how, but it has language. But yeah, he said,
Okay.
ha, more to drain the blood of.
So creepy.
That was in Undercommon, so if Nessa also
Okay.
speaks it, she would have heard it.
He does speak it actually.
Oh, you do? Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
This one's tasty.
Yeah.
Play store.
He just kind of shrugs his shoulders like, ooh, I don't know, but I'm out. That was everything I had.
Perfect. All right, this scarab is up, and once again, he wants nothing to do with it. He has an extra 5 feet.
Oh, and I guess I said that I had used interact with object to stick that fucking one I had in the jar in my backpack.
Easy enough to do. This one is where is this one? That one is dead. Where are you? Where are you? That one is going to take his movement. Yep, that one is there. Okay, Scamp, you are up. I didn't forget you this time.
All right. Scamp is gonna go into a rage.
Okay. And
Gonna
what
use-
does this rage do?
We're gonna find out how my rage does a whole bunch of crap. All right. First to mark the rage, then to roll the rage.
Mhm.
Okay. Get off there.
So, for ease of use, is anybody going to go after these scarabs now since they have a bigger threat?
Probably not.
No,
I'm going to take them out of the order just so I don't have to go. And this one moves. And
yeah,
this
that'd be a
one
lot
moves.
quicker. Yeah.
You have much bigger threats. I
Mhm.
mean, you saw that they don't reproduce the coins that they took.
Yeah. If we could have got
so-
the coins back, I would have concentrated on them too. But yeah, since that money's going,
Yeah.
fuck them.
That's
So,
the
Flower-
next guy's problem.
Flowers and vines temporarily grow around me until my rage ends. The ground within 15 feet of me is difficult terrain for my enemies.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Maybe it's floating.
Yeah,
Huh?
he's got a speed of 0 on the ground and 30 in the air. So
Fine.
if the scares ever come
Um,
back and try to crawl on the ground, I mean, even though they have flight 2, they might get stuck. But
Right.
it's good to know
I'm
that
also going to pounce 20.
you said it was 15 feet for your difficult terrain for enemies.
Yeah, around me at all times.
It's
I'm
that
For
one.
the juice noodle.
There you go. You got a little brown stinging around you.
Okay. So I'm going to run that. Let's see. So it was 20,
Yeah, 20 feet.
40. Wait, what?
That was 20. Yeah.
How big are these squares?
5 feet. Let's see. You went 15
All the little
feet
squares?
according to the-
Well, there's because you got 4 squares inside of a square there.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's weird.
According to
Alright.
this, it shows you went 15 feet. I think you actually went 20 because
Yeah.
That's fine because my pounce allows me to move half my movement when I activate rage.
Okay.
So then I'm going to yeet my javelin of lightning at this motherfucker.
So are you using it just as a javelin, or are you using the command word?
I'm going to use it just as a javelin because I rolled a 3. Do I have to say the command word before I let go?
So the way that works is you throw it, and when it's in midair, that's when you say it's command word. And when you actually do use that, I will ask what that command word is. You can make it whatever you want. But then that essentially makes a lightning bolt. So anything You're going to target one creature, and anything in that 100 feet also takes the same thing as a lightning bolt thing. So it's kind of useless to do it on one target unless you want that extra lightning damage. To
Oh,
it.
okay. Yeah, I misunderstood. So, do you mind if I withdraw that throw then?
I mean, I would say you could use one of your non-lightning javelins.
Yeah. I'm gonna use lightning javelin and miss with it. And then I'm gonna yeet another lightning javelin.
You don't want to be within 5 feet of it?
I don't want to be 5.
That's all right. It's got more than 5 feet of range. Reach.
So that. How the fuck is that? What? Did you see that?
So I got 3 rolls.
Oh, I accidentally double tapped.
Right. So I'm gonna say that the second one, the 22, I want to discount. I'm gonna say the third one didn't actually happen, but the second one,
I double tapped it. Weird.
Yeah. So that one, the 22 hits.
All right, regular javelin coming for his eye.
Oh yeah.
And that'll be 7.
I mean, if you want to use lightning on this one, go ahead.
No.
Okay.
It's not me, so it doesn't matter. And then
and you get is your radiant thing only on melee, or is that for all attacks?
it's only melee.
Okay.
Oh, the radiant thing. Ooh, hold up.
I just wonder why you had 2 sets of damages there.
Did it do 2?
Yeah, I see a 9 and a 7. I'll take the first one, so 2 more.
No, it should have been 7 damage.
The first one I have is 9.
Look at it. Look in there.
Why is it doing that?
It's
That's
all right.
weird.
Because I'm only hitting it once. It's the same thing with like that 11 to hit. So yeah, the one so I guess we can count the 9. I guess if you want. Looks like that was the first one in the order. But I don't know why it's rolling twice.
Maybe restart it.
My dice was doing that last night, man. I think it's something to do with the program because I had the same problem.
Yeah, and I don't think I have a. Where is that radiant thing? I don't know if I have that radiant thing anymore.
You didn't change class, right? You're a zealot barbarian, right?
No, I'm a wild surge.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking.
That was a different character.
Yeah.
I remember what you're talking about. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
All right, let me. All right, so 9 damage, and I'm gonna go ahead and just bounce back another 10 feet.
10 feet, you say, huh?
I'm gonna jump back 20 feet. Instead that.
Okay. So once you cross that 20th foot of threatened space, you're gonna see a coming at you. You're gonna see this tentacle come at you. For a 27 to hit.
Oh my god.
that does hit.
You let go of my friend, and I'd cast Silvery Barbs.
Okay. That was actually the lower of the 2 rolls.
Oh, God damn it.
The other one was a nat 20.
Motherfucker, dude.
So that's 13 points of piercing, and you are restrained as well. It doesn't get that as a reaction, only the 1 attack. So you are, let's see, where are you at? So I'm going to say you got to about here, and once you started crossing that threshold, that's when it shot its and it said, you're a tasty little one. You can't leave.
Piercing damage is half, so is that a 6 or a 7 with a 13? Do we round up or down?
Down, so 6 points of piercing.
Bing bong. All right.
That's it. Trained. Camp is trained. Okay. Anything else?
No.
2 tentacles. Okay. Lolly, you're up.
All right. I'm
You're busy
going
fighting
to keep my
these coins, and then you hear people just. And what languages does Lolly speak?
gnome, elvish, and common. I think.
Yeah, she wouldn't have heard it. She would have just heard. Yeah.
Just gonna
I'm
move
gonna
up
give
so I can see
Nessa that
on.
advantage too.
Okay. You're gonna move down to the noise, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As far as
5, 10.
that's about it, isn't it? That I can move. As a gnome, it's 25. I didn't do long strider yet, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I count 20. No, I guess that is 25. Yeah, I don't know if you want to dash or anything like that, or just hold
Yeah,
up there.
to extend my. I still can't see it, so.
Yeah, it's you might see the very faint
About right
it's here. You might see that there's a white tentacle starting to wrap around Scamp. You don't really see the source of it. It's kind of bending like a fire hose around the corner type of thing. Can you see that from there? No, it is just out of view of you.
Okay, yeah, I'll just do my movement at the moment.
Fair
Yeah, until I
enough.
see it, I really don't know what's going on.
Exactly. Yeah. For all you know, someone's just hugging Scamp, and then they're just playing around trying to get these coins back. Okay. Roxana, you are up with Farleon on deck.
Okay. Okay.
I think I would relay back to them what I'm able to see. I still can't see anything, but something's got them. So
Yeah, between Scamp yelling and a portal open, and you can hear the sounds of blood letting out of flesh, and you would have heard. And, all right.
Okay. Can't. My 30.
Yeah, once again, Roxanne would see a tentacle wrapped around Scamp.
Working on it. I can see a tentacle wrapped around Scamp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing. It's coming around that corner end. Actually, can you see Nessa from where you're at? Yeah, you can see also Nessa is wrapped up as well. So you see 2 different tentacles wrapped around 2 of your friends. They look like they're
Just smack wall.
It looked like they're in pain.
What is the what was the if I wanted to dash as a bonus, or what was the
10 feet.
Okay, perfect.
God help me.
I would like to go.
I'm waiting for the question to be like, I don't know. Let me figure this out.
That makes them a spread though.
My God. I'm gonna go. There's 10 feet, and
I'm going to say if you want to, you could attack the tentacle.
Okay, that was my.
I'm going to say, I don't want to rule this. I'm going to say it's with disadvantage because you're not attacking the body. I think that's fair enough.
What if I wanted to do a touch spell on the tentacle? If I touch the tentacle, would that still be with disadvantage?
No, I'd say you'd roll a straight roll for that. Because if you're touching it and you're going to probably shocking grasp or something like that, yeah, if you're actually touching it, I'd say yes, you could.
Okay. I am going to do that in hopes that this tentacle will drop my small friend.
Okay.
I am going to, but I'm not going to.
Like what?
I'm going to cast inflict wounds.
Okay.
It's like an Indian burn.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast inflict wounds, and I'm just going to do it at first level for right now,
So that's
because
how is that worded? Is that saying that it is a melee spell attack?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Make a melee spell attack against a creature you can reach. On a hit, the target takes 3d10 necrotic damage.
All right.
But it does say touch, so I didn't know
Yeah.
if I could reach out and touch it, or if that's I can do something else if that is not.
No,
if
no,
it's not working.
that's not the issue. I'm trying to see if this qualifies or not. I'm
Can
gonna say
impose with disadvantage.
no. So go ahead and make your attack, and that's necrotic, right?
If it hits, it is necrotic. Ooh, natural 20.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Oh yeah.
Remember how to do crits though. Still roll the normal. I roll the normal damage, right?
Yeah. So that is roll it normally. So and then add whatever the highest you could get.
You said you upcasted it, right?
No,
Did you
I
say-
cast at first
Oh,
level.
you didn't. Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I wish
3D
I would have now.
3d10 is
So whatever
the
plus 24.
is that
Oh, it's 10, 30. Yeah.
yeah. So that's normal is 3d10 for level 1.
D10, yep. And I rolled a 17.
All right,
I
so
rolled
that
17.
is an additional 30 points of 47 points of damage. So you go to grab this thing, and you just kind of let me put this on here before I forget.
I know, friend.
47. So as you go to grab it and you put some necrotic energy through it, you see it start to shrivel. Well, as you grab onto it, you are going to take what did I just do with that? 7 points of lightning damage, as it's lightning blood. As you spilled some of its lightning blood, it creeps out and it starts attacking you as part of its self-defense type of thing, and it's actually gonna get some of its health back. Perfect. But yeah, that definitely hurt it for sure. It is still floating. It's looking. Well, you definitely know it has blood in it because you just saw some of it. But yeah, it's about equivalent of bloody. Some of this nice
Okay.
blue blood is coming out.
Does it
Hmm.
does the necrotic to the tentacle, does that do anything for Scamp? Or is he still pretty
I'm
well
gonna say
grappled?
he's gonna get advantage on his escape.
Super. That is all I wanted.
All right. That was your full action economy, Farley, and you are up.
All right, I'm going to move right to right here. Can I? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right, I can move to right there and see the commotion.
you. Definitely see the commotion. I'm gonna move you real quick just so I can see what your vision looked like here. Trying to see if you had a good view of it at any time. So yeah, you see the tentacles for sure. You don't see the source of it. You saw that there's one holding Scamp, and you can see the outline of Nessa. Of it's holding on to her, but you don't actually see where it's coming from. Are you there, Dave?
I'm sorry, I forgot I got to push to talk now. I cast Zephyr Strike as a bonus action, which gives me 30 more movement rate. Can that get me closer?
Yeah, I'm gonna say going past Scamp and Nessa, you're gonna use burn an additional 5 feet, but I would say between that and yeah, you would use extra 5 feet. So to get to here, you're looking at 15 feet. So you would still
Nice.
have another
yeah,
little
keep
bit
it
of
there.
movement. Yeah.
I'm gonna, and I get 2 arrow shots plus. Well, I'll take my 2 shots right now. See what happens.
Are you trying to move to the south of Higgs or to the east of Higgs?
Yeah, actually, I think to the east of him would be better.
Okay. Yeah, get you a nice straight shot. Sure.
All right. Go ahead and fire my first 2.
Okay.
Oh wait, my first one actually has Zephyr Strike, so it has advantage. I'm gonna use my sure shot with that, please.
Okay. And then because that is a dex weapon and you have advantage, that's essentially a super advantage.
Yes. Stupid advantage. We call it stupid advantage, but I get 3 chances to hit my sharpshooter, and that's well worth it.
All right.
That's cool.
All of a sudden, this coin scare comes back and attacks all of you.
Giant coins.
Fighting. No, it's okay, buddy.
Keep scaring him.
It scares me.
16. Oh. I'll wait till they're all in.
I don't know why, but it's going in slow motion.
Yeah, I do see 4
Yeah, I don't know
rolls
what the
coming
last
through.
one.
I see one of them that came through.
Yeah, mine's rolling twice like yours is also, man, right now.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why it's doing that.
So just take the first 3, I guess, please.
Yeah,
Did any of them hit?
I only see one of them that came through. It hits. I don't know if you rolled a crit or not, but
No crit. I'll roll the damage for that, and then I'll take my next attack. My next attack is just gonna be regular.
Okay. Oh, now they're all coming through. Ooh, one of them was a crit, actually.
Nice.
So, okay.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right, so
Nightmare.
roll. All right, so how do I know? Okay, perfect. This works out perfectly. So you said the second one you're going to do regular damage.
Right. Yes.
All right, so roll that one as is, and then roll this other one as a crit. Or actually, all right, so. All right, so the crit was with the sharpshooter one, right? Because that was the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was my first one, yes. Sorry, I got to switch back between programs. That's why it's taking me so long.
All right, so I see a 27 with sharpshooter plus an additional 16. So let me do this. I don't feel like doing the math. So minus 27 equals minus 16. All right, and then roll the other one as is, like regular damage. Points. All right.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Well, not for this.
I feel like I hit the slot machine. It's like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, you put a severe hurting on this death kiss. It is still floating. It is not happy. But yeah, like I said, you put a severe hurting on this thing. That was movement, action, bonus action. So think that was everything. So Nessa, you are up. This
Thank
thing
you.
has you. I don't think that was everything. I don't think I missed anything.
We're good.
Nessa is up with being restrained.
Mhm. Do I make a strength check?
So you are restrained, and
Yeah.
if you want to try to break free, you can. That would be your action. You can
Okay.
still attack it if you want. If you want to just try to kill it without
Yeah,
breaking
you
free
have
of it.
advantage from my silver barbs. too.
Right. And I give you once. I don't think.
Is that a contested check if she tries to break it?
1 second. I just want to make sure I understand restrained. It's just against saving throws. This is actually this says grappled. Right. So
Okay.
let's see. Let's see if that's any different. Okay. No, it is just a straight roll. Advantage because
save?
of this. Yeah, it's a save. It
It's a
doesn't.
strength save
Yes, is the strength.
with advantage.
Yes.
Okay. Let me do that. And then I also have that D6 anyway, so if
Yes.
anything.
Sorry, this particular one does not give a. It just gives me a DC. It doesn't say it's
A straight
so,
save? Yeah, I got you.
Gotcha. Yeah, no
Yeah,
worries.
because some of them, yeah.
All right. So with that, this thing is thirsty for blood. It reach out, sees Nessa right away. It sees Scant trying to leave. It's seeing these other people come and shock it and grab it, do some necrotic damage to it, some deathly stuff. That's enough distraction to allow Nessa to break free.
Cool.
So that is your main action. You have movement and bonus action if you would like.
I'm definitely gonna punch this thing as a bonus action because fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Um
In the eyeball.
Well, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
Because
Right.
you would have had to take the attack action to do
Yeah.
that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because I don't think anything else allows you. Because flurry of blows in your bonus action requires attack as your main action
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah, I see that now. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. All right. And
Now,
then
knowing that if you wanted to change your action to something else,
I mean, I couldn't really do
You
anything.
could just hit it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could just hit it while it's got you restrained or
Yeah.
grappled.
I thought
you can
grapple. I thought
you can
grapple
still
was-
hit it, but your movement is 0. You're still able to punch and stuff like that if that's what you want to do instead of
And
trying
you
to
would
break
get the
free.
advantage on that roll too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay.
Punch it in the eyeball. We'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Uh-oh.
25 will hit.
Ah!
Oh no, yeah. Oh, why does it? Not what I wanted. Ugh. Pause. Okay. So 25 hits.
Yeah, sorry, my phone died. We had it, but I guess it's not working. So yeah, perfect. I'm gonna roll damage.
Okay. And I have to bring the sheet up because I keep using it. Okay.
4, but can I add the D6 to that?
Do you sure, Ken?
Cool.
Okay, so that is 4. That's -6. All right. So as you go hit it with you're struggling, right? You hit it, and then the second you hit it with your fist with a melee attack, you get this jolt of lightning.
Mhm.
Taking
Oh, that sucks.
2 points of uh
Lightning.
lightning damage. Oh, could not get it out.
Mhm.
But yeah, you still have more stuff. If you would like, that was your first attack action or hit. So being a monk, you still have
All the hits.
yeah, up to 3 more hits, no problem.
And don't forget, you have stunning strike at your disposal too.
Try this because you're cracked.
For those
Okay,
sweet,
all right, I am going to hit again.
Okay, go ahead and hit again.
Does an 18 hit?
18 will hit, yes.
Cool. 8 damage.
Ooh, 8 damage. Okay. So as you're struggling, fighting this thing, you're punching it, you're trying to get out as much as you can. You find that there's, you're the closest to it, and you see this big albino eye. You're like, that looks like a soft spot. So yeah, it's got you tight. It's reeling you in. You're punching it, and it's kind of squealing. Tasty. You go for the eye, you hit it, and then so first of all you're going to feel another 3 points of lightning damage. However, this is enough to bring it down, even with its health gain back. Yeah, so
Oh, all right.
this brings this
nice.
monster down as it just kind of it's floating. Nessa goes up to punch it in the eye, and then just kind of you feel a shock
Knocked
of
it
it,
out.
and it just kind of and it actually was going to bring both Nessa and Scamp down to the ground with it. So it's holding on, and it still has kind of held on to it as it's bringing you down. But that is the end of this blood kiss or death kiss.
Well done, guys.
All right.
Told you to punch it in the eye. That was good placement.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
We
right.
did it.
Nice.
All right. So,
And then Halth is back. Oh, that's a good job, guys. Is it safe to leave?
mhm.
I mean, I know
I
this
would
is
say
relative, but
Well, yeah, like, what do you mean leave? We're headed down further. What do you mean?
I mean,
Scamp is panting and covered in mucus.
this seemed like a tough. I would have tried to help and all, but I only have these fists.
We don't want you to die.
It's a little too late for that. I'm
Again.
already dead.
Yeah.
Die again. But
Wait, do I have? Hold on a second. Yeah, go ahead. I'm just looking at.
I was just gonna say, I think we should move ahead. This is about where I fell in the hole the last time.
I didn't think I stole it. I hand him a short sword and like, here. If you ever need to defend yourself, here, have this.
Oh, much appreciated. I take one of these butt fuck swords. Okay.
That's right.
I don't know why I'm writing butt fuck sword. Okay, great.
Nessa, how hurt
Don't
are
worry,
you?
beef.
Are you looking pretty?
Yeah, 36 out of 70. Pretty rough.
Don't. Hey, hold on. I throw a bunch of berries at you. How many do you need?
Drops her to zero health.
Doesn't feed them to you. Just throw this.
Yeah. Open your mouth like popcorn.
Palms flat.
I mean,
I got 40. Would that bring you to max? The next 10 rounds, 4 rounds, just eating one berry around.
Oh, I mean, you're out of combat, so I mean, time is
Just
relative.
popping berries.
yeah, I just
I'm full for a month.
yeah, exactly.
How many will bring you to max?
34.
All right, I got 6 left. So I give everybody a berry after that, and I'm like, good luck or happy bon appetit.
Going to eat.
Bon appetit. That's what they smell like.
You didn't take very much, did you, Scamp?
No, Scamp took like 6 damage.
Okay, I didn't think so. Okay, cool. I don't think anybody else took anything too bad. So okay, cool.
That's fine.
I'm gonna take my spear out and kind of prod this thing while it's on the ground, just kind of like looking at it.
Yeah, can I do some kind of like medicine check to see if there's anything useful from this thing?
Let's see. All right. This is. Are you trying to get anything in particular, or?
Well, I mean, I saw that the blood like hurt and had lightning in it, so I would like. Can I see if there's like any like of it left, or if it's like if we put some in a vial and I throw it at somebody, would it take lightning damage?
I'm gonna.
Mm.
Well, shit. Well, I got it now that I have Eldritch Sight. I'm gonna cast Detect the Magic.
All right. Let me bring this back up. Where are you at? Where are you at? Come on, let's go. Nope.
Be prepared. Every room we step in now. Detect Magic.
All right. So magically wise, and I'll get to Roxana's search in a second. So I mean, it doesn't have anything extra, right? So its blood is filled with lightning energy, and but in itself, it is just has natural armor. It's an aberration. Yeah, it and the room. I mean, other than everything you're used to, all the party members you're
Right,
traveling
yeah.
with, where you're at. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you would everything that you pick up is stuff that you're used to. I mean, all the
Right.
weapons and stuff
Okay.
like that. Nothing else has popped up because those coins have a flew out of the room, and B, they are not magical anyway. They are a monstrosity. There we go. But if no, Roxana wants to make an Arcana check, I'll allow that to see if you can harvest anything from this.
Would it be Arcana or would it be medicine?
Mm.
um,
Would there be any argument to be made for medicine as
Mhm.
opposed to
all
Arcana?
right. So you're looking for to see if you can make vials or anything of lightning blood.
Sure. Yeah. Sounds Arcana-y.
Hold on.
That's fair.
All right. How about this? You can either roll an Arcana check, straight roll. Because it is an aberration, it is from a different plane of existence, being, or you can make a medicine check with disadvantage.
I don't want to do the math on which one of those is better. I will do an Arcana.
Okay.
I'll do the Arcana straight. I will put guidance on it though.
Okay.
Okay. Would you like to help? Thank you. Super helpful. Obe. Oh well, there's that. Okay, yeah, okay. No, I want to see what I roll first. Excuse me.
What the hell is
18.
letters
Where's your collar go?
in HH2? All right, for a 14. So you try to do some calculations, and try to like, all right, do some stab into it, and blood comes out. It's nothing's actively coming out because it's not alive anymore. But with a 14, you're able to all right. So you're able to. How do I want to roll? Okay, you're able to extract 5 vials of its blood. And I gotta figure out how to. Okay.
Shocking.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. So the way I am going to rule this, you're able to put it in 5 vials of lightning blood, and I'm gonna use almost like a potion, right? So you can dip your weapons in it to deal um 1d10 extra lightning damage.
Oh,
Um,
sweet.
and I would say just like poison, if you strike and miss, it's still active. You got to hit with it to transfer it.
Okay.
And you can get each of those vials. You can get 2 uses out of it, so 10 total.
Sweet.
But you
Oh, I
also
can
have,
dip
you,
the weapon.
yeah. Well, I mean, if depending on what kind of weapon, you can pour it on it or dip it or whatever. Uh,
Fair.
but you get
Well,
the
they can't-
sense that after 7 days, it will just become inert blood.
Fair. Totally. Totally. Okay.
Okay. Does anybody else want to do anything with this?
No.
Not with the thing, but I would have pulled that thing back out of my backpack to like look at it and fill in the vial and shit.
All right.
And like I would say, as he pulls it out, you can kind of see just the rage in his eyes. I just looking at this thing like, you motherfucker. Like he tried. Matter of fact, he tries to mind link it, even though I don't think that'll work. But he just tries to do it anyway to be like,
Trying to mind link
you'll
it just
experience
at it.
pain that you didn't know existed. And then
All
looked
right.
at it.
All right. So it doesn't have an official language either way. It's basically running off of instinct. Isn't there a minimum intelligence for that to actually work for your mind link?
It just needs to know a language.
Okay, so yeah, I
usually
mean,
it's 4.
Well, that's not even part of this one. It just the only requirement is it has to speak a language
so I mean, you're getting
or know a language. It doesn't actually have to talk.
you're not sensing any cognitive abilities. It's more of primal like thoughts of
Right.
feed gold. I mean,
Right. Well, let me
it's
just
hard to
put it to
say,
you like
but
this. I want to. Well, here's kind of my thing. What I was gonna do. Well, the reason why I even captured it to begin with. That initially I thought like to keep it with us and then take it to the surface, just to like I said how I was communicating with Volo, but
mhm.
on second thought, I'm like, man, I don't want to carry this thing around and have it get fucking loose on us again and then
Mm-hmm.
find its way into our shit. So I just kind of want to examine it for a little bit so that if we ever run into them things again, I would notice it before we throw, like to make it. I guess the point I'm getting at is that I want to be familiar with it so that I don't ever make the mistake of throwing another one in with our shit. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
Yeah,
yeah.
preventable
Mhm.
for the future.
So you spend some time with it. You know, it's at first when it's in the jar. You know, kind of it goes back to looking like a gold coin.
We
For
can
all
put
it,
it in the portable hole.
I mean,
No.
you
Do that.
Mhm.
I mean, it should be safe in
You
there,
wanna
but if
just
somehow it gets out of
Right.
there, it's just all that gold
Yeah.
that's in the portable hole.
So,
Take it straight and open.
so yeah, when you first get it, you know, it goes back to, you know, it stops hearing the screaming. Actually, when you when you catch it in a jar first, right? It kind of
Mm,
almost like a squid that's scared. It
mm,
what it does instead of releasing ink, what it does is release this like dust, right? This scale
mm,
dust, you know, just poof, and it's in a
mm,
jar, so it can't go anywhere. But
mm.
it like lights it up, and then once all that dust settles back
Settles
down
like
to
a
the
glow, like a snow globe.
yeah,
And shit.
it looks, you know, like a pretty good copy of like a dollar bill type of thing, but it's like older
Oh,
technology. Like if you look at it close enough, or like looking at twins, right, you can see that it looks very close to what you would normally consider to be a gold coin, but there are subtle differences. that you think you studied it enough that you
I'd be able
know
to
you should be able to.
relatively recognize it if I see it.
Right.
Well, at that point, then I just fucking I smash it on the ground and then just stomp the shit out of it when it fucking.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. Yeah, it's can't
No.
go anywhere. Yeah. You hear one final screech
Mhm.
as it its life form comes out of it, and
And then you'd like drag it. You ever like stepped on a lightning bug and leave that trail of like,
bioluminescence.
yeah, yeah, just like that on the ground.
Perfect. And I must say, would you go through other people's stuff?
Perfect. This sounds horrible.
Yeah, I mean, I would think so. At that point, double check, make sure everybody's shit's straight.
Okay, so roll a perception check with advantage.
All right.
Guidance for you.
Okay, cool. $24 plus. Nice, 28 total.
20. Perfect. All right. So you look through everyone's bag. You think you got a good a feeling of it. You know, you're looking for very subtle differences. Everyone else's pack is fine, but then you're like, just for shits and giggles, let me look in the portable hole. Just the
Yeah,
same.
right. Mm-hmm.
You go in there. You leave the light on or cast a light on your shield. You find
Mhm.
that there is one in there.
Ah,
And I'm
alright.
gonna say you see it and you're able to take care of it before it has chance to multiply and consume any more of that.
It didn't take any out of there?
No, it didn't have time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay, cool. Alright.
Oh,
I didn't know if I was gonna have to make any changes to that count. Yeah. Because I have that written down on a piece of paper.
So
now,
I'm gonna
just
say the one gold. Well, Higgs's gold, like I said, is at 0. Farleone gets 2 reduction from his gold and 1 gold minus from the portable hole because you're counting those as gold where they're the actual scarabs.
Mm-hmm.
That makes
Fair.
sense.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that is there. What?
Oh,
does the-
that's what the 13 was. Okay, I got
Yeah.
you. All right. Okay, got you.
because as far as you knew, they were actual gold pieces.
Right.
And
Mhm.
when you were actually buying things, I was rolling percentile dice to see if you passed them off to somebody else, and you were rolling high enough that you were not giving it to other people. And
We done released the coronavirus and the
it was a
motherfucking-
percent per scarab, and then you kept
haven't
getting
passed on
high
the
numbers.
Yeah.
I think one time you got
That's
super
crazy.
close to handing it to somebody else. You're one above what you needed.
I know, straight up just tank the economy.
Okay.
It's sort of like, how Pablo Escobar used to lose millions of dollars to rats eating his money in the fucking
Oh,
warehouses and shit.
I mean, now that's on Scamp.
Yeah.
All right. What do we want to do from here? Do we want to? I mean, this went longer than I
mean,
kind
we
of
might as well
expected.
get to actually
So I'm gonna
make our
say,
entrance to the second level.
yeah, there's nothing else. You go down these steps with Haleth and tow. I will bring this up, but we're not going to get past here.
Right.
Let's see. Okay, so I am going to bring you to where I think you're going to go down the steps, and it's about 200 feet. And let me bring you guys over to this map. And I'm going to say you're going to get all the way down here, and I got to put Haleth in here. I forgot to put him in here. So you come all the way down the steps. And right at the end of the room, like I said, this is where I'm trying to make do with what I have. But you come, the first room you come up to,
All right, I'm not seeing. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay.
let's see, the first room you come up to is to your left, a map right, to the east. You see that there is a room full of trash, debris. There is a bas relief of dwarf faces on the wall, and their faces have been replaced, and they've been replaced with cartoonish goblin-y faces. Let's see, to far to the north, much more out of your range. You hear the sounds of like hammering nails and like order. I know I already asked you, but what does Higgs speak?
Undercommon,
Goblin.
deep speech, goblin,
Yeah.
and quarry.
You hear the sounds of like loose instructions from far north about, yeah, stage goes there, that, yeah, and they're like sounds like they're constructing something. You
I hear
also,
that in goblin.
yes, in Goblin.
Right.
Also to the east, you hear the sounds of a busy marketplace. You know, people are moving around. You know, you hear like the sounds of commerce going on. You know, just different people selling different wares. You know, of you see hear some like haggling of that fish, 3 silver. That's it sounds just very good, very fresh.
The Undermountain Bazaar here.
Yeah, it really is a bazaar.
Yeah.
Let's see from where else. Just want to make sure before we close out tonight. Where is 2? Where's 2? Where's 2? Where's 2? Make sure I don't. You also, it's not on the map because I had to consolidate some of these things, but to the map does go down further, a little bit more south from where you're at, another 15-20 feet, and it goes to the west. And what do you see in 2A? Is another room, but you're not. There doesn't seem to be any noise coming from the direct room over. But there seems to be a goblin bazaar to your east, and then there's rooms that go off to the west. But from where you're at, you can't really see it. And the room, like I said, is full with dirt and debris and dwarf carvings in the wall, but they've been scratched out with funny goblin faces and stuff like that. So,
What?
with that, we're not going to get into anything else because it is that time. But a little delayed, but we did get to level 2. And we'll figure out what's going on in this bazaar. Unless you want to turn around and say, "Fuck it, I got money. I got
we don't. Well, we do got money.
Much.
Oh, but yeah.
Okay,
We've
cool.
lost a significant amount of gold, but
You're
we'll be all
fairly
right.
confident that there's no more currently things consuming.
No, we're gonna have to check every time we grab a fucking gold. Like, and then we'll have to just start converting our
Back with
money
a hammer.
to
So
I just convert all of our
platinum
money
and
to like
silver.
platinum and silver.
So yeah,
Okay.
when I was rolling for your time off, they were rolling well above mid, and the way it works, it consumes so much and it produces an offspring, and then that it starts that cycle, and yeah, once that
Was that? Did you know about that all the way from when we grabbed the
Yes.
shit, or was that something? Oh, did you know?
Oh
yes,
shit.
that's something I had planned, and I was like, oh, I hope he attacks this guy and takes all of his stuff. I don't think Higgs.
you
is
know
not
we're
gonna-
going to. I mean, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a long leap to
Yeah.
think that we would.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, babe.
I told you before that dagger had a peak that it wasn't gonna go past there, or if
Good
you
riddance. But hey, you know, well, shit. What was it? What did you pull for that thing? 5,000 platinum.
yeah.
It was worth it.
Yeah, but
Totally worth
what
it.
would have happened if you fed it one of these gold scarabs, or you got up to the 500 threshold? It would have just crumbled into nothingness. So there's a way to
not our
keep
problem
that
now.
Hey, as long as they don't feed it more than 436 more. They're good to go because it got used before. So,
Right. Yeah.
perfect. Like I said, I kind of want to get more into this, but like I said, I saw that that monster. I figured it was a good fit for this area. And
Week that we were gone too. So,
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
you weren't gonna go completely through that unscathed,
Right.
you know. But yeah, like I said, I hope everyone had fun, and